to my channel. What I'm going to start off with on my channel is a makeup tutorial. Although I am a few things, I am multifaceted, and that's basically what Myoja means. Ever changing. I've got a lot of stuff going on. As for right now, we're going to deal with makeup. So first, I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I really love this primer because of how it makes my skin feel after application. It's got kind of like a silicone texture, and that's one of my favorite types of textures to look for in primers. Now I am applying the Too Faced Eyeshadow Insurance eyeshadow primer. I really don't like when my eyeshadow creases because I take a lot of time on my eyeshadow, so I have to use eyeshadow primer. Now I'm going in with a spoolie brush to brush my brows into place. I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D brow pomade in the shade Walnut. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my Fenty concealer in the shade 420 and just cleaning up my brows. I'm taking an angled brush and just outlining the shape that I want to go around, just for some nice precision. Look at those brows, they look so good. Now I'm taking a Jumbo NYX pencil in a cobalt blue shade with some sparkle in it, and I'm marking where I want my crease to be. I want the deepest shade of my crease to be. I'm just outlining that, not too neat. I'm also taking a deep purple shade from my BH Cosmetics palette in the palette Take Me Back to Brazil, and I'm blending out the blue along with a lighter lavender shade on the edges. And I kind of got some of the shadow in my brow, so I had to brush it out a little bit. So now I'm about to cut my crease, and I'm using a Maybelline concealer. I just got the lightest one that I could get at the time, and I'm taking another angled brush and I'm outlining my cut of my crease. I'm going kind of in between where the edge of the eyeshadow is and like the most pigmented part of the eyeshadow that I put on my lid is, just so that there's a very distinct difference between where the cut is and where the blended shadows are. And I had to make sure that my elbow was on something stable so that my hands weren't shaking when I was trying to cut my crease. So, small side note, when I made this tutorial, I had just seen Us. But now I'm going back in my BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm taking a light pink, and I'm blending that in my inner corner. Love pink and purple. Pink and purple are my favorite combos. I'm just taking this into both of the corners of my inner eye, and I'm taking Illusion from my Sephora Pro palette, the Editorial 2.0, putting that on the middle of my lid, blending that in with the pink. And now I am blending, what are those two? Illusion and some other purple. Let me see. Illusion and Chant. I'm mixing those two together. No, Fairy and Chant. I'm mixing those two together and then blending out with that deep purple shade one more time just to kind of make a gradient. And I also had my wonderful videographer bring me my Tarte eyeshadow in Park Avenue Princess to add just a touch of gold on the center of my lid. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. And now I'm applying my foundation, the NARS All Day Radiant Foundation in the shade Namibia. At first I thought I put too much on, so I'm going back with my beauty blender after I wet it a little bit just to pick up any extra product and evenly disperse it around the rest of my face. And now I'm going in with my Fenty concealer, again in the shade 420, applying that to the points that I want to highlight in my face, under my eye, tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, tip of my forehead, and my chin. Just gonna blend those out with that same beauty blender. Just adding a bit of dimension back into my face after kind of flattening it out with foundation. That's what I like to do. I don't do too much contour, so I highlight a little bit more. Using my LA Girl setting powder. I don't use too much of this just because it's real bright, you know. It's real bright, and we don't have time to be ashy. That's why I have my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I'm just gonna dust that on the places that I used the LA Girl powder to bring some color back into my face and kind of even myself out. So now I'm just taking the purple shades Telepathy and Coven from Kat Von D's Fetish Highlight and Blush Palette and just lightly tapping that along the high points of my cheek. I like to take the places that are the edge of the highlight that I used with the powder and the concealer. That's where I like to apply my highlight, like my shimmery highlights. I'm putting it on my nose and my Cupid's bow and right smack in the middle of the bridge of my nose. I like to add dimension to my face with that also. And I'm also gonna take my Fenty, you know what it is, gonna use my Fenty to go right on top of that just for a little extra shimmer and shine. Okay, you guys, I'm typically a falsies girl, but this is my favorite, my absolute favorite mascara, the Marc Jacobs mascara. Even though I'm still using falsies, like, I'm definitely going to use that Marc Jacobs mascara too. And I'm using the Sephora Collection Lash Stories. I believe this one is Jet Setter. I use the Duo Lash Glue also, and what I like to do is I like to do my lashes and my lips at the same time. So that was the Anastasia Lip Primer. I put the glue on my lash, and while I let the glue dry a little bit and get tacky on my lashes, I'll do whatever lip liner or I'll do whatever lip primer I'm about to do, and then I'll go back and apply my lash. And when I apply my lashes, I hold a handheld mirror below my eye so I can see what I'm doing. This is the Sephora lip liner in the shade Molasses, my go-to brown lip liner. And I'm using a Milani lipstick to create like a nude lip and a Black Radiance clear gloss to just really add some pop. Look at how it really just ties the look together. Yes, this looks so good. We are done. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you guys gained something from it or just enjoyed watching me do my makeup. I mean, I know I like to watch people do their makeup. You can enjoy some slow motion shots of me showing off my face, and there's some pictures also to come. So yes, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter @_Myoja. That's @_MYOJA, as we are ever changing, ever growing, ever evolving. Love you guys. See you next time.
I looked for answers. Is this Quads again?
No, this is Xavier Omar.
Oh, this is?
I love him.
I've seen him live before. He's cool.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
Man, they sold out the LA ticket in Atlanta.
For who?
LA?
For who?
LA. Oh, the tickets. Remember we was talking about it in the group meeting?
No.
LA? E-L-H-A-E? I thought you should.
El-Hay.
No. That's how it's spelled. It's LA. When it's not El-Hay, LA.
Okay.
Hey, okay now. Okay, I'm scared. Yeah, you're fine.
Ooh, that was cute. That was real cute.
Oh, God.
It focused right back on you.
I'm just gonna do like a little dab, you guys. Are you gonna be saying you guys? You guys. This is like my favorite color, you guys.
That is so annoying. You guys, stop. Got to.
I've used
a few other kinds, and this one
is just like the perfect.
And this one?
This one's just like the perfect
This
one. It
one?
works every time. It's never
It's it's just so finely milled, and the way that it just is so buttery smooth on my fingers really just melts into my skin. It keeps me very well in place.
I'm looking forward to hearing your YouTube voice.
My YouTube voice?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too much. Whatever. Nope, can't use too much.
Oops, I made a mistake. I put a little bit too much, you guys. But guess what? I'm going to just undo what I did. And here we go. I'm going to take, what's that?
My beauty blender.
I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to put like a dab. Not too much, you guys. Just like a little bit. You see, like, you don't want to put too much because too much is just excessive, clearly. But you know, so here we go. I'm going to just like put it on here and I'm going to like...
Stop it.